House Bill 669 seeks to establish the 7th day of November as Victims of Communism Day and requiring such day to be suitably observed in each public elementary and secondary school in the Commonwealth as a day of honoring the approximately 100 million individuals who have fallen victim to communist regimes around the world. I'm sure as everybody understands, especially throughout the 20th century, but even continuing in the 21st century, various communist and other totalitarian and authoritarian regimes have not only engaged in mass murder, but have also engaged in mass incarceration, as well as the systematic destruction of individual civil liberties. And so when we consider some of the things going on in the world today and the desire that our own students want to understand the problems of these sort of regimes and political philosophies, that this would be appropriate both from an educational standpoint as well as honoring and remembering all of the people that died at the hands of such regimes.
Madam Chair, members of the subcommittee, my name is Holly Klein and I'm with the Office of the Attorney General, and we strongly support this bill. This issue is deeply personal to the Attorney General as the son of a Cuban immigrant. The Attorney General believes that it is important to codify the requirement that our students learn about the dangers of communism so that history does not repeat itself.
Good morning, Chad Stewart with the Virginia Education Association. Because communism is already baked into our standards of learning, we don't feel that this historical topic should necessarily take precedence over all the other many important historical topics that we need our children to learn about. And for that reason, we ask you to oppose the bill. Thank you.
When we have discussions about where we see deficiencies or a deficit, obviously some of that is going to be subjective. There are perhaps members of the committee that think that we address this issue sufficiently. I sometimes wonder, and certainly this is anecdotal, but if we were to go and talk to the average student right now and ask them questions with respect to, are they aware of how many people have died under communist regimes? Are they aware of what is currently happening under communist regimes that still exist and persist in the 21st century? I'm curious as to what their level of knowledge would actually be of that. Certainly there is information that is put out in textbooks with respect to the Cold War, with respect to the Soviet Union during World War II. I have not seen a great deal of discussion with respect to actual victims, not just with respect to the Soviet Union, but also currently living under the regime of the PRC and especially North Korea. So I believe that there's deficiencies there. I believe that there's deficits there. Again, if the members of this committee seem to think that the students of Virginia in grades 6th through 12th grade are adequately informed about the various massacres, forced starvation, pogroms, and a number of other genocidal events taking place in our communist regimes, they can certainly vote appropriately. I think it would be appropriate for us to draw attention to it, sufficient attention to it.